welcome to another edition, another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of amazing entrepreneurs, such as Martin Wesolowski.
Hello, hi. Thank you for having me here today.
I didn't butcher that, did I?
No, that was right on.
Arizona Steamshop.
That's correct.
What does Arizona Steamshop do, man?
Well, the Arizona Steamshop is a, STEAM generally is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. We focus on art with K-12 students. We persuade them to come into our center to make art, and they learn more about science and technology while they're there. We have a full-blown center that is complete with a 1,200 watt multimedia stage, computer center, and we're a makerspace.
That just to me sounded like a fun place. If I'm a kid, that's where I want to go.
It's great. It really is. It's a good thing. Our stage is Las Vegas style with all the lights and drapes, and that. If you gave a child a microphone that was right in front of you, standing there, they would be very reserved to want to say anything into a mic. But you put them on the stage, and you can't stop them.
I think that's what happened to me, man. I mean, somebody gave me a microphone on between like 6 months ago and now, and I just can't stop anymore.
Oh yeah. Now you're hooked.
Now I'm hooked. And so, are you teaching them specific classes in this?
We
have
do
workshops. What do you guys do there?
Yeah, we do. We have specific classes. Generally speaking, we're doing classes in Arduino programming, which is C+ programming, and JavaScript programming.
Wow.
Well, it's robotics. So a simple robot, a simple Arduino robot, a little car that moves here and there, It comes with nothing on it, and you have to upload programming to it. Where the art comes in is that you get this thing and you want it to move. In order to make it move, you have to go back to the computer and upload simple programming. You don't have to know anything about it. All you have to do is push 2 buttons, upload it, and then it runs. Now the art comes in when you say, well, if you want it to turn left, put this piece of code in there. And now it turns left, upload it again. And they get the idea. So it's kind of a reverse engineering or a completion backward principle, where you start off with an end product and then you reverse engineer it to find out how it got to that point.
That's cool.
And
That's
the kids,
cool.
they're so bright and they're so into it that they want to explore more. And they'll find out things I didn't know. I've got kids telling me Windows hotkeys all the time. I didn't know Windows could do that. And I've been working Windows a long time, since 3.1 back in the day.
That's back in the day. That's for sure. That's for sure. Where is your office located, or your center located? Where's that located?
We are near 59th Avenue in Thunderbird. We're at 14075 North 59th Avenue in Glendale, Arizona. We are at the city of Glendale has let us have exclusive use of their community center that is located there right next to the fire department. And the fire department's actually great guys. I'd like to give a big shout out to those guys.
There you go.
They're wonderful people. They really are.
Awesome.
But the center itself was an underused building, and they had put out an RFP for someone to take it over, and no one answered it. I didn't know that. I had an idea about a year ago.
Somebody giving away their building, basically, their space.
Yeah.
Nobody answers.
Nobody answers. So when I called them and said I was going to do this, they were very receptive to it. And now I have an exclusive on it, and I'll probably be at this location for the next 5 years.
How big is the location?
It's about 5,000 square feet with a kitchen and office, all the things I can put into it. And it's a city park, so we have custodial taken care of, we have the restrooms taken care of, we have a park ranger come by every night.
Oh man, that's so cool. And so the type of kids that attend STEAM, who are these kids? Are they local kids? Are they underprivileged kids? What type of kids?
Well, at the moment we have, generally speaking, we have kids from the area that are school children. We focus on K-12, but the reality is that grades 6 through 12 will be the ones showing up. And so we have different kinds of programming, and I'll elaborate on that. But the kids who actually show up are kids who understand computers or smartphones or iPads.
What kid doesn't?
Yeah, right. So we actually have an app development part. We have a video game development part.
Oh, be darned. That's
and whatever else we can get into download. Like our Arduino class, we can do 1 day or 2 days on that. But then if we do a 6-week program class, it's only $100. The same class, the exact same class in San Diego, $650.
I know.
So we don't have the overhead.
Incredibly affordable.
It's incredibly affordable.
And the kids they gotta love it.
They do. They get in now. Right now we are hosting. Last night we hosted 30 Girl Scouts. So the moms and dads bring the girls in and they do their thing. And now that they're getting to know our place, they have their normal programming. They're gonna survive with or without us. But now that they're in our place, they see the value in what we have to offer, and they're going to be adjusting their programming to fit the curriculum that we have. We're also extending our reach to Boy Scouts and other Girl Scout troops who want to have a STEM or a STEAM involvement in their groups, and they can be involved and they can call me, and we will set up times and dates to be there. Now, generally speaking, we're open from 3 to 6:30 every single day, Monday through Friday, and then 12 to 4 on Saturday. When that's free after-school programs.
Oh, that's awesome. What is your website address?
The website is azsteamshop.org is one of them. Another one is martinartcenter.org.
Perfect. And we're just definitely going to encourage people. We're all about education. We're all about giving back to the community, and that's what you're doing.
It is.
What inspired you, Martin, to do this?
It's the funniest thing, but the inspiration to do this was my working 10 years at the Arizona Science Center as their exhibit designer and supervisor there. And
that's got to be the coolest freaking job in the world.
It was very cool. So what we were allowed to do was to build exhibits that cost $30,000, $40,000, and to be able to put those out there. What we were not allowed to do was put any math or really deep science explanation as to what the exhibits were. Now, I work on a weekend, I've got the keys to the exhibits, I'm the guy. We have a homeschool group come in, and I'm like, I'm bored, and you guys are here to learn, so let's go. I got the keys.
Oh,
let me show you something. And we would go into the exhibits, and I'd say, here's the bottom part of the exhibit. Here's the part you see, and here's the part that we build. And here's the process controller, and the computers, and the electromagnets, and the pumps, and the whatever things are inside there. That's the part that's cool. And now the exhibit is, instead of being what's your hang time on an exhibit, if it's a minute, it's incredible. So your hang time on an exhibit is like very, very short. This turns your hang time on an exhibit, your engagement time, probably to 3-5 minutes per exhibit. And they actually get it,
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm going to say something. Your most rewarding moment has got to be when there's a kid that is in the computer that's trying to make this little car turn left, and he uploads that code and it's successful, and his face illuminates, and like, it's turning left. It's doing what I wanted it to do.
Absolutely. And that moment becomes the thing that sparked that might change his whole career. We do workplace development and education and communication skills. The reason why we have a stage is so people can do presentation or public speaking, and that is part of it too. So when you get a car that turns left, I'm going to say, Johnny, tell me all about it. You grab the mic, get on the stage, and you say, hello, my name's Johnny. Thank you for having me here today. Look, I made this car and it turns left, and here's the code I put into it. Thank you very much. Now you got your public speaking, and you got your workplace development, and you got your car that turns left, and it cost you nothing.
Martin, what we're going to do is we're going to take our show on the road. We're going to do a special edition that is going to focus on these kids.
Okay.
Because I can't think of anything more rewarding is for a kid to be interviewed and show us their project, show us their accomplishment, because now they have those speaking skills,
Correct.
right? And now they're going to be interviewed, and now they're going to be able to tell the world what they just accomplished. And I think that would be cool. With your permission, I think
Oh,
that that should
absolutely,
be such a fantastic show.
That would be great. I'd be honored to have you there.
Man, we're going to do that. Look, we have a very soft spot for educators and for amazing heroes and people like yourself, man, because you're changing the world at that level where it needs change. If those kids get inspired at that age, we're all better for it.
That's right. You have to affect the pipeline. You have to affect children at an early age, because they're born with everything they need to know, and the first word they learn is no, and they just start peeling off the layers to where they feel like they can't achieve. This is always yes, yes, yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you may. Let's do this.
You're changing the way they think. You're turning the no's into yeses, and yeses, you can.
Absolutely.
And so can we, man. I
Yes.
appreciate it, man.
You're very
just
welcome. Yeah. Thank you for having me here today. All right.
awesome.
Thank you.
This fascinates me, Taylor. It just blows my mind, man. And with that, we're out.